Yeah, it's your boy Eddie Pillz coming straight from Columbia, South Carolina. Blah.
It ain't cool being no jive turkey.
Hey.
I mix nation for real.
It's another.
Back up. You know you fucking with.
You gave me a headache. Stop blowing my line while I'm working. Pop me a perky. Niggas don't want beef, they turkey. I'm outside lurking, but I stick your head out the curtain. Double D's on the chopper, can't hold it steady, it's twerk. I'm smoking on vegetables while y'all boys taking L's like a sectional. If you know what I did to him, what you think I'm gonna do to the rest of you? Shoot me a movie, turn these niggas to a smoothie. Pick up they hoe and get groovy. Can't kiss the bitch, she got cooties. Pop me a perky and drum me a 4 and got boozy.
Now, let's take it back to when you first got started in music, and give us some of your musical influences as well.
All right. My mom's musically inclined, so she started singing in the kitchen and stuff. Before I really knew she sung in a band locally. That's kind of my first inspiration, my mom Dukes. My dad also had a good ear for music, so riding in the car with him getting picked up from school, that inspired me. But my big inspirations and moguls are first Lauryn Hill, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Bob Marley. Damn, it's so many. Just giving the ones off the top. Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
All right. And as you see, I'm naming a lot of R&B, kind of neo soul artists. The Temptations, definitely. Rappers wise, Wayne, T.I., Yellow Wolf,
Okay. All right.
Outkast, Big Boy over Andre too.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
And last but not least, who's in my face right now? Last but not least, Cole. I like J. Cole a lot.
Okay. I do want to go back to kind of like the instrumentalist side of you. So just let us know a little bit about
The
that
instruments
part.
I play?
Yeah.
All right. My city knows me for playing the harmonica.
Okay.
But I started off in like elementary school. I asked my pops, could I get in orchestra lessons? So I started playing the viola. I was the only kid playing the viola in the class. So that's like still on the treble clef, but that low string kind of puts me on the bass as well. 6th, 7th, 8th grade. 8th grade, I transitioned all the way over to band. Once I seen how lit they had, like the pep rallies and shit, I was like, I need to get in band. I chose an instrument, which was saxophone, and I transitioned over to drums. That's when Nick Cannon had Drumline popping. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta play snare.
Yeah.
I gotta play snare. And I just kind of took it further. I kind of started singing, and I kind of started rapping, and I mushed it all together like a gumbo. Yeah.
So how many years ago was that? Like when you decided, okay, I've been in band, I'm playing the harmonica, all of this. When did you decide, like, I think I got some lyricism in me?
All right. Boom. He's shout out to Eric Rabb, engineer, producer out of Columbia, South Carolina. My mom was dating this guy named Chico. And Chico had a best friend named Eric. And Eric had an in-house studio. And one day I had to ride with Chico to go. They was just going to chop shit over at this house. And they was in the studio making beats. And I was like, I want to rap. And of course my first song was Bullshit. But he bounced it down off an 8-track. It was kind of like all analog. And I listened to it at home over and over again on the CD. I played it for everybody on the CD. Then I started taking it seriously. And that was 15 years ago.
Okay. Do you feel like Columbia has a sound?
Do I feel like Columbia has a sound? No.
No.
I feel like Columbia doesn't have a sound yet. I don't feel like South Carolina has a sound yet. I feel like our sound is Georgia's, Atlanta's sound, just because we're so close. But hey, that's why I'm here. Might change all that.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about your sound, since you brought it up, how would you describe your sound? Because from what I've heard and what I'm gonna insert into this, you got a good like mix of stuff.
Right.
So yeah.
My sound is a little bit. How would I define my sound? My sound is all melody first. It's very melodic. Before I hear lyrics, I hear the melody first, and usually I'm trying to find words to fit into that melody, if that makes sense. I'm all about pocket. I'm all about what fits between that snare and that drum. The drums are everything to me. My music is very explicit, very sexual. I feel like it's very aggressive, edgy. I'll let y'all define me though.
Okay. Okay. Since you said sexual, would you define yourself as a lover? Are you a lover, or are you a heartbreaker? And be honest. This is the honesty hour right here.
I think I'm both.
Okay.
I think I don't understand love yet enough to say I'm a lover, and I definitely don't understand enough to like call myself a heartbreaker. I really don't. I'm really still in class with that.
Okay. Have you ever been in love?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
From my perspective, which is that's the only one that matters. I would say so. Yeah. I would say I've been in love.
Okay. When you go in the studio, what's your process? Do you like to hear the beat first, or do you write first? What's your process when you are cultivating the song?
Oh, I gotta hear the beat.
Okay.
I gotta hear the beat. When I hear the beat, I dissect it bar by bar, bar by bar, bar by bar. I used to do it in a more poetic type of way where I would write the lyrics first and then try to transition them onto a beat to see if it fits in the tempo. But I feel like it's more authentic for me to like ride the wave of what's going on in that beat. And of course I have songs where I wrote to this beat and it doesn't sound right on this beat production, and I transition over and it works successfully. But yeah, I like to hear the beat first.
Do you consider yourself a rapper or rapper singer mesh type? What? Yeah.
I consider myself as a musician.
Musician.
I consider
like it.
I touch it all. I chop up a beat for you. I do a riff for the guitar for you. I play a harmonica lick for you. I sing on that beat.
Okay.
I rap on that beat. It
Okay.
don't matter, yeah.
Take us through kind of some of your journey. Like, what has been some trials that you have come into, like, as an artist?
Marketing. Oh my God. And I feel like that's every artist's job and duty, and sometimes his error, his pretty much his hell. But South Carolina, if you can get up out of here, you can get from anywhere. My job right now is being a South Carolinian. I gotta let them know we here, because I mean I'm pretty sure. I feel like people from other states, South Carolina, think about cows, think about farms, they think about lingo dangle and like goddamn
Right.
the Ku Klux Klan and shit like that.
Right. Every now and then the beach.
Every
But,
now
yeah.
and then the beach, yeah, the coastline. When you think about South Carolina, you don't think about, oh yeah, they popping over there with the music. Like, nah, I don't feel like people think about that. So I'm trying to be revolutionary when it comes to that. Yeah.
I want to ask you some questions on that. Now, I will say that we had artists, a couple of them. I probably say like, give it like anywhere between like 6 to 10 of them who got a buzz. You know, they probably been in some rooms and stuff like that. But as far as like outside of the region, I don't think we've made it there yet.
No.
So I would like your opinion on why do you, especially specifically, because I know, you know, the world tends to lump the Carolinas together, which is fine. But like specifically from South Carolina, because, you know, from right out of here, Columbia, you got Black Zach, which and PG Raw,
Right.
which are two people I feel like who have
Awesome artists.
You know, they're definitely dope, and they got that bubble regionally. But like I said, I live on the West Coast, and I can say those names and
Who?
yeah. So what do you think? What's that? What do you think is the barrier for not only artists who kind of got the bubble, but artists who? Because personally, I think you should have a bubble, like a bigger, like from your music alone.
Thank
Not
you.
even, you're welcome, but not even like have meeting you. I'm like, this guy is. I mean, why isn't he the face right now? You know.
Right.
So what would you say? It might be more than one. What do you think are some barriers we got here in South Carolina?
It's the sound. I don't even think it's the face. I think it's the sound. It's not attractive yet. I feel like we don't have that specific sound. Atlanta is so close, and it's working so well for them. The first human, the natural human instinct is to mimic. You know, and it's like if that's working for them, shit, we right here. Let's drive 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's drive 3 hours and, you feel me, do the same thing. Let's mimic that up here. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's the sound. I feel like we ain't hit that barrier or past that threshold for a face for everywhere is because of the sound. Yeah.
What would be your hope, like as an artist coming out of Columbia, even if you know, are going to other metros and spreading your message and your theme, what would be your hope for the state, like to shine light on it?
Damn, you got some good ass questions.
I try.
What would be my hope for the state?
It could be musically or even just like something that you would want to, like a seed you want to sow.
Oh, I feel like we need more tourists.
Yeah.
I feel like the roads need to open up more. I feel like, Columbia, South Carolina doesn't have a tourist attraction outside of NCAA football. All that is a variable on to the music and everything else. South Carolina don't. If we got at least an opener like Charlotte in North Carolina that bring in tourists, at least a pro team or anything, that would bring a bigger buzz for the music. Laws, that's really political. That's a political ass question.
I think so.
I know I want our music to pop. I know so many artists I know their worth. I know their worth, and I know that they can get working so. They work so hard here. Energy is time. So I know after a certain amount of time, that shit dies off and they give up and like, man, fuck that music shit. But I know we got it, man. I know we got it.
Yeah. Okay. That brings me to something else. And just from earlier when you talked about, you know, you really been in music about 15 years. How do you feel about artists, and whether it's, you know, somebody behind the camera or a musician, like artists who begin their journey professionally? Because like I said, there's a difference between a hobby and doing it professionally.
Right.
Artists who start their journey professionally and think like, oh, if I've been doing this 24 months, I don't got a deal yet.
It ain't working. Oh, this ain't it. This is a marathon. I wanted to quit this shit so many times. I done quit this shit so many times. I done wasted. Not wasted. That's the wrong word. I have utilized people's energies, people's finances, my own. And when it doesn't click the way you wanted to click, your first state of mind is, man, fuck this shit. I need to do something else. It's all I got though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, it's all I got. This music shit, this is all I got. I ain't quitting this shit till you feel me? I can't stop.
Yep. What footwork have you put in, or if you feel like you've been slacking in that area, what's some goals that you have for like really getting out here and putting yourself out here?
Musically, working. Voice development, poetry, stanza, mathematically trying to find syllables that hit licks like a drum, like there, marketing wise, slacker. My energy's not there. So my resolution, not just a yearly resolution, my resolution as an artist is to put as much energy that I do with the music to new followers. I gotta, before I was just posting music and thinking like, all right, if I drop this song, somebody's gonna see it, I'm gonna pop. But it's more than that now. People want to know who you are as much as they want to know what they're listening to. And I wasn't making that attraction. I was just thinking like, all right, music, people, but they were just connecting with the music, not me. I got to do this. I got to do the audience, the music, and Eddie Pillz. Period. I've been missing that, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that formula to see where that gets me. And all this shit really is trial and error.
Yeah.
Like everything else, this shit is trial and error.
It is.
But for like you said, like Lil Baby, like what a blessing that he did a bid, came home, popped. But his life was aligned up for the people he knew, the type of mentality he had, all that shit just mushed like this. And that's not everybody's story though.
Exactly. And I also like to bring up that example because if you look from the outside, it's, you know, it's everybody's dream, but you also got to look at what he had around him too. Like while he was sitting down, he already had people who wanted to invest in him.
His dogs from around the corner was already popping.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So every card is different, but I do think, especially like after I watched his documentary and a couple other documentaries last year, and a team is important. A team is definitely important. So what kind of people do you want in your circle? What kind of team are you trying to build around you right now?
I want innovators. I want developers. I want hustlers. I want people who are better than me in their craft. You know? I want someone that pushes me to want to be better at what they're doing. I don't want another me. I don't want another Eddie Pillz in my grouping. Right now, I'm building a team because I'm just now letting that click like, you know what, fuck y'all, fuck you, and fuck you. I got this shit myself. And that's not how it works. I need a team. On my team right now, I probably got besides my primary family, I got my producer, JC, the producer. Shout out my boy JC, Produce the World. I got my videographer, Paulie Carolina, #_Paulie Carolina. That's my dog. I'm talking about shoot a video with me right now and that bitch will be done in 2 hours. Like those are the type of niggas I need around me. But if you, after this interview, and you check out my content and you like, I got something that I can bring to this nigga's campaign, fuck with me. I want you. Fuck with the kid, I want you for real.
Okay. So this question, I'm interested in because I feel like I have to play devil's advocate too. So your name is Eddie's Pillz, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For one, how did that come about? And then two, do you think, because you're such a positive person, like just listening to you, like you are inspirational. Do you feel like you could come into like controversy as you grow because your name is Eddie Pillz?
I think about that once every 2-3 months. Like, I wonder how the world, not just the South, the world, Russia, Bulgaria, Australia, how they're gonna look at me, how they're gonna like box me in. Like, am I promoting like kids to pop pills? Nah, I'm not promoting anybody to pop pills. I told myself I wasn't gonna never tell anybody, but I think I need to start opening up about what my name means. My first name is Edward. Eddie. I started working at Publix grocery store, and I went by Edward, and it was like 3 Edwards there. And one went by Ed, one that was working there for a long time already went by Edward, and Miss Teresa, shout out to Miss Teresa who fired me, but she hired me too. She wanted to call me Eddie, E-D-D-I-E. So people at my workplace start calling me Eddie, and I like how it fitted for job interviews. So it was more, I don't know, the white people loved it, so I loved it. So I kept Eddie. Pillz. I used to be this fat nigga at the bus stop. All the upperclassmen were rapping before the bus came. And I used to spit, and they used to be like, bro, you hard as fuck. And it was like, but when we look at your bow-legged fat ass, we sleep on you. So this nigga by the name of Pope started calling me pillowcase. And I was pushing that shit, cause I was like, why they call you pillowcase? It's childish. I was like, cause they sleep on me. You feel me? Then the P-I-L-L on that bitch, I don't know, I liked it. I took it off. Flash was always my favorite superhero. The Z, turned it over side down, threw it beside that bitch and called it Pillz. Yeah, have I partaked in any of those narcotics? Of course. Do I promote those narcotics? Hell no, niggas are dying. Leave them shits alone. Get high off life. I don't smoke weed. I don't even like drinking. I don't even drink. I always feel sick the next couple hours. I'm a light drinker. If anything got me, it'll probably be nicotine. Other than that, I like women, music, and this fucking vape. That's all I get high on.
Hey. Okay, cool. I had to ask because I just know how we are and where we are as a society right now, and they're gonna try to find every reason. So I wanted to put it out there. But I think, you know, if it means something to you, stand on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Stand on it, you know, because
and it rings like Eddie Pillz.
Yep.
Huh? Eddie Pillz. Like it's something about that. Something about that 3-syllable vibration, that sonic that comes off your tongue, like Eddie Pillz. I don't know. It works for me. It ain't going nowhere.
Where do you see yourself in December? You got 12 months. Well, 11 and a half. But.
I see myself in venues. I see myself traveling now. Now I got a nice buzz. Now from 3,000 followers, I got 15K. But let's go bigger than that. Let me higher my expectations. Now I got 100K. Now instead of 1,500 people streaming me a week, I got 50,000 people streaming me a week. I got features calling me. I'm evolved as an artist. I sound different from my last project. Things have changed. I've learned more. Because all my songs are no cap. I don't talk about my bread. I don't talk about these bills. It's really what I got going on. And I know that's cliche because niggas say that all rappers say that. I'm really doing what I'm talking about, for real.
Nice. Okay. So you said features. What are some features? And they could be from a smaller scale to a big scale. Some people you would love to, hop on the track with.
I'm a Carolina maniac, so I want to work with PG. I want to work with PG. Shout out to the Shine. I want to work with PG. I want to work with Black Zach. I don't feel like our sonics match, but I want to do it because I'm from here. I don't think I want to do it musically from the music heart, but I want to work with him on a business aspect. I feel like I can learn a lot from him. Who else I want to work with? All right, let's leave out of the state. Oh, I want to work with Rennie. I want to work with Rennie. Those are my Carolina niggas I want to work with.
Yeah.
It's already there. It's already done pushed through that door. I want to work with Masago. All right. I want to work with Ari Lennox. I want to work with JID. I want to work with damn, what's Buddy name? I want to work with Hot Boy from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to work with Pee Wee Longway.
Okay.
I want to work. Fuck. I can't think of her name. Her. Yeah, I want to work with her.
Yeah.
I'm an R&B artist at heart, though. I started singing before anything. I learned how to rap late. Again, in my household, we couldn't play hip-hop. I didn't start listening to hip-hop till I was about 15, 16. On God. But the artists I want to work with, I want to work with a lot of R&B artists over rappers. I feel like they're more, the vibration's bigger. I mean, more emotional. I really like emotional music.
Okay.
So boom. When I think about Columbia, South Carolina, I think about a Ferris wheel, because I feel like once you come in here, you don't leave. You feel me? Everybody knows everybody. It's not really it's a big town because of the college, but the locals, it's not really big. Everybody really knows everybody. This shit pop though. Don't sleep on the city now. This bitch, this shit. To be real, this bitch trapped out. This bitch trapped out. If you ain't pushing that, you ain't doing nothing. I eat. If I want to recommend anybody to come eat here, go fuck with LeBou. Go fuck with LeBou with them turkey wings and that sauce. Go to Kiki's Chicken and Waffles right here up at 2 Notch. Where else I go eat at? Where else would I? I don't really fuck with the Chinese food like that. But everybody loves our motherfucking China one off of Fair Road. That shit get packed. But I feel like if you're from Columbia, South Carolina, a place that we shop at that's all in common, and people gonna think I'm about to say the mall, the flea market.
Okay.
Yeah, we known for like, nigga, I might go to the flea market today. It's Wednesday, it's Saturday, it's Sunday. I might push over to the flea market. It's a homie town, man. Like people who here don't usually leave here.
What's the culture up here? Like in the Low Country is big. Like Geechee is a thing. Like what is the? I know so much went. I'm big on education too, and like South Carolina is known for goods. If you go back in history, it's
Right.
known for the goods and stuff like that. But do you see any like is there like that Geechee twang up here or
In Columbia? Nah. It's more so mush. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
What the fuck you got going on, my boy? But it's not as authentic as that primitive
by that water. Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
That shit sound like it's
The water. Yeah.
That shit sound like it was Africa, water, here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word. It sounds like Africans
Absolutely.
that's learning English.
Absolutely. And
Right.
they be born and raised. Yeah.
Word. Born and raised in South
Yeah.
Carolina. Like, where you from? Like,
Yeah.
Jamaica?
Yeah.
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 Like,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say we have our, I don't know. Hopefully, ain't no hope. I don't believe in hope. When I push through that door, because I want followers. And for someone to follow you, they got to want to be more like you. Hopefully, people start talking like me.
Yeah.
Eddie Pillz is one of a kind. I'm not trying to, I have my inspirations, but I'm not trying to copy anyone. I really sit down on every song and try to come at the song from me. Like, what am I? Like, I always go to therapy.
That's big.
Right.
That's big.
I go to therapy on every song. Like, if I even do a lick or a certain gesture and I feel like it sounds like another artist, delete it. And that's probably unconsciously, I'm probably doing that by listening to them. I get this thing now where people like, but you know what you look like? I'm like, who, bro? You look that boy the baby. I'm like, bro, no the fuck I don't. But then I see the chin, head. I'm like, but listen to me though.
Yeah.
We don't sound nothing alike. So I feel like that's one of the doors I'm gonna have to kick down because he made such a big stamp for like niggas that look like this. But for me, I just want people to know that I won't die to get on, but I die for this shit. Like I take this shit so seriously.
Oh, dope.